Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Outback Quarterback Podcast for another week. It is always great to have you here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We are on YouTube. Of course, I am your QB3, Curtis Deboy, known as Kurt. On the couch, we got Deboy, QB2, Christopher Hall, known as Hally.
Oh, fellas.
Normally you say g'day.
Oh, g'day. Looking very creamy today, Kurt.
Very creamy. We're a couple of creamy boys.
Aren't we?
We'll get to that in a second. And we've got
I need a hat.
QB1. Well, if you feel like you're naked, then we've got the headphoneless man yet again digging in. You're like refusing to go to training camp. Until conditions change, you're sitting out. You're opting out of headphones. Mathew Maidment, known as DOS, the QB1. What's going on, DOS?
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Yes. Well, I told you. I just wanted to try it with a few weeks without the headphones on.
And how is the experiment going?
It's fine.
Is it? Yeah, good for you. Is it?
Yeah, works fine.
You've got
makes no
Ollie?
difference.
Is that another new pair?
A new pair of Reeboks.
That's a new pair.
It was one order. I told you, one big order.
It's a bulk order.
Pretty big order.
4 pairs.
I just bought some work clothes in bulk. You bought personal shoes.
Instead of boxes, you got
Why
a tailgate.
aren't I allowed? What is this thing where I'm not allowed to buy stuff for myself with my own money? Why is this a recurring joke on the show?
Tailgate pallet delivery down the bottom of the hill. The freight was too much. They had to
couldn't
drop
get
it
it
down
up.
the bottom.
They've still been unloading it.
Yeah.
The weather hasn't been nice enough to get up and down there consistently.
That's why I keep dripping them in, because I can only get one new pair up every day. So it's a new pair.
Rumor has it they were airlifted to the top of the
that's right.
driveway.
Dumped out the back. Yes, that is a new pair, but I think that's the oh no, I do have another pair. I haven't seen
pair
yet.
as well.
Yeah, 4 in total.
Wow.
But we're not sponsored by Reebok. We are sponsored by the Finch Collective,
We are.
boys. I wonder, maybe next week, DOS, you can pair the Redskins hat with the wine burgundy
Just a
shirt
full
you got
burgundy.
there. Yeah, you can see on the screen the
The
Finch.
full Ron Burgundy.
Full Ron Burgundy. Finch Collective. Outback 10 is the code. Outback 10 if you want 10% off. It's the greatest way to support the show, and it's good gear. It's genuinely good gear, DOS. We've been wearing it around, haven't we?
It is very comfortable.
I wear the
love
jumper
it.
a lot.
Oh, the jumpers are fantastic.
Yeah.
Jimbo, you're in the black today. Can you get yourself up on the screen? Oh, he's blocked by the...
That's basically what it looks like.
That's
though.
right, that's true. There we go. Look at that. Finch Collective. That is the #1 way at the moment to support the show. Any sale to them with the code Outback10 is a huge help. So
Kurt
we
can
appreciate
buy
that.
Another 4
20 more pairs of
shoes.
Reeboks. That's right. That's right. It's keeping me and my kids in the box. Okay. We've got a couple more episodes after this, and then we're going on a little break. We've got the dinner party coming up next week, boys. The 5th annual Outback Quarterback Dinner Party. And then we're going to finish, all things being equal, with a live stream, a nice live stream to say thank you, and we'll see you in a little bit. So a couple of weeks. But a big show today. We'll start, Hawley. You've got a new addiction.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Now, I don't want you to say the name of the game, because I reached out to them and asked if they'd like to sponsor the show, and they're actually very rude to me and said, please remove us from all future mailings.
No.
Yeah, they were actually pricks.
That
So
actually hurts me because I really like the game.
it's a great game.
And
So
I-
don't say the name of it, because they're absolutely not supporting the show, but it is a game where you are the...
It's an NFL management game, right?
Yeah. You're basically GM and coach.
GM and coach.
Yes.
You're mainly the coach. Yeah, you are, I suppose.
And
Oh, so you're Jerry Jones.
I'm
yes.
having the same amount of success at the moment as well.
No, it's not called Delusional God Simulator. It's it's Head Coach
I
Simulator.
did trade out my star cornerback, 95 rated cornerback.
Corner. Okay. What did you get in return?
4 first round picks.
Okay, all right. So this
I don't know
game's
how
cool.
it happened, but it's usually pretty accurate. But I was loaded up.
Was that one each year for the next 4 years?
It was 2 in 1 year, and then the 2 years
Goodness
following
gracious.
as well. Yeah, that's set.
Who was this corner? I hope Mansour Delane turns out to be that
It
good.
was
There's obviously a
pretty good.
team that bank themselves on making the Super Bowl or close to it every year.
It was the Colts last year for Sauce Gardner. Can you tell
about.
everybody, and not to humiliate you, but what was your record after 3.5
Well, there's
seasons?
different ways you can play the game. So you can start off with a team that's established, one that's mid-tier,
Yes.
one that's lower, or you can start off with the absolute bottom dweller. So your team's rated 70, every other team's rated
Full
mid-80s.
rebuild.
It's a full rebuild. You got no money, no facilities. You get the first, you get #1 draft pick, and you've just got nobody. So I started with that team, obviously.
Playing pickup games in the park.
Pretty much. I would honestly be better recruiting that way. And the first 2 years I didn't win a game. I won one in my third year, and my record at one stage was 1-60.
And I like that you looked at your overall coach record and was surprised.
I
You,
looked at that
you
and I
were
was
so
like,
surprised you sent me a voice message.
How didn't you get punted?
Yeah,
How
well,
doesn't
no,
the game like tip you out and say,
because
sorry,
at
you're
the start
out?
of the year, you set goals for yourself. So for the first 4 years, my
And you
goal
set the goal
was,
of no wins.
yeah, no wins. So there is a goal that says no wins or complete rebuild. And then
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a goal of 6 wins, then playoffs, then conference final, then win the Super Bowl.
So the expectation's set that you're not going to win anything because you're deep.
I'm rebuilding, and
Right.
I was rebuilding. So I had the first pick of the draft 4 years in a row.
And in year 4, you made the...
No, year 4 I won 6 games.
okay.
Then the year after I won 5 games, and then
Patient ownership.
and then
Grim fan base too. How is there no revolt out the front of your
and I
stadium?
haven't upgraded the stadium. I can still only fit 20,000.
Oh, he's Dan Snyder.
not that we're filling, not that we're packing it out. But the year after that, Curtis, I made the playoffs.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey.
I made the playoffs. It was awesome. I was fist pumping.
Yep.
Year after that, I missed out in the playoffs, which so
So 7 years, 1 appearance. Yep.
yeah. So I was 8 and 9, and the Jets were 8 and 9, and I came third in our division. Jets came fourth, yet they made the playoffs.
So there's an error in the game.
So I don't know how that works. I think in this game they do the playoffs by strength of schedule.
oh, well, that's
So-
some nice foreshadowing. This is
Yeah.
the strength of
Oh.
schedule episode.
Yeah, it was interesting. Anyway, so I missed the playoffs that year. So then I went hard and drafted quite well, actually.
Really dug deep.
Dug deep, and then I made the conference final last year.
Well done. And
So
you...
it's been 7 years,
Okay.
and
There's progress.
It's been a hard slog.
It's been tough. It's taken me about 2 days to get through 7 years. I've been going real hard.
How do you see the game outcome? Like you're not watching. obviously not
So
watching
you can
the game,
sim
but-
the games, or you can watch the game.
What, the whole game?
Yeah, like 2D. Like it's obviously
Yeah, okay.
sped up. Or you can play. You can call every play, or you can call the important plays.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
love
so
to
you
all
can
on-
actually try
all on
to.
offense, no defense.
I'd love to see your play calling.
So you can actually
it's
try
actually-
to impact the game by like putting in plays and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can make your
Because I
own
thought
plays.
it just kind of randomizes. Did you win? Did you not?
Nah,
That's kind of thing.
no, it's
Well,
full-
the year I missed the playoffs, my running backs won MVP 3 times, but hasn't made team of the year yet. I don't understand how. But he missed.
What?
Yeah.
MVP, but not all pro.
Yeah, it's very odd.
maybe we should mention the game if there's this many bugs in
It's
it.
not, but my quarterback, my high rated quarterback was out for 4 weeks, so I had to play a 60 rated quarterback. And usually,
0-4?
Well, I played a hardcore running game, and I went 3-1.
Just
Well
wild
done.
card.
My quarterback. So I need to send you a screenshot.
got
My
Jacoby.
quarterback threw it 7 times for 7 completions for 247 yards and 4 TDs.
Wow.
Because I ran the ball so much, the defense just thought I was going to run it.
Then
And
he
I
threw
would
for
just-
70-yard TDs.
I threw 7. One game I didn't have a completion, but I won.
That's like Mac Jones in the wet.
Yeah. So I
Very
really
good.
That's my
All right,
play
well, if-
calling for
It's
it.
like Army versus Navy.
Did you want to talk about the game? A whole podcast on the game?
I was gonna say we could go for an hour on that. You are pumped.
I'm addicted.
But yeah, for those who are interested, I'm not going to tell you the name of the game.
Do you want people to DM and then they can play if they want?
Use them.
Yeah,
You
if
can DM me.
they want to know it, they can message us.
Yeah.
yeah.
DM
We'll
me.
let them know. Now we do have a message from Quag
This
that
will
we can
be good.
we can bring up. It is actually good, and
Here
it's
we
not at your expense.
Yes.
Oh,
Holly.
great.
Quag, I just saw Doss walking down the street throwing his Pistons cap in the bin and putting on a Thunderbirds cap, yelling "Mighty Birds."
I believe the Adelaide Thunderbirds are going quite well this season, are they not?
Yeah, you
Yes,
would.
that's the joke, Doss.
I will not
Yeah.
be throwing my $40 Pistons hat in the bin.
You will be leaving it in the car though, as they were knocked
I
out.
didn't
As
bring
were
it
your
today. It
Timbies.
stayed in the cupboard today.
You said Timby's in 7, didn't you, in our group chat?
He said Pisties in 7.
Pistons in
sorry.
7.
What's that one? Oh, that's Pistons.
I didn't have faith that the Timbies would beat the Spurs. Spurs are very good. Spurs Thunder's going to be a great Western Conference Finals matchup, actually.
Well, how
Looking
are you? I
forward
mean,
to that.
both your teams are gone. You're a
Flat.
shattered man. Yep.
Flat,
Yep.
yeah. More so, like, I mean, I am a Detroit Pistons fan, more so. But, no, not more so, I am. But, yeah, it was flat
Careful.
about them losing. Like, Game 7 at home and to get blown out the way they didn't show up.
Well, look,
Disappointing.
Now
No
that
one
that's-
showed up.
Now that that's over, Hawley, I mean, we are, Jimbo, taking applications within for Doss's new team. So if anyone's got ideas on who we should support for the next couple of weeks, send us
No, I got
DMs
it's
on
baseball
Back QV.
season. It's baseball
and if they're
season.
successful, he'll jump on permanently.
No, it's baseball season, and my Tigers are doing no good either.
Oh, he goes,
Tigers.
Pitching
Tigers, go to
rotations
Tigers.
out and
okay.
Yeah.
Although,
Who are
you
the
did call them
Tigers?
your Tigers and you said they're not doing well. So that's
Detroit
nice.
Tigers. Well, they're not
Oh,
doing well.
that's
Go
right.
and check the standings.
All right.
This is an NFL podcast.
Oh, well, he brought it up.
Thunderbirds doing well though.
Yeah, I thought they had a good season.
9
Well,
and 1.
For those
There
who
you
don't know,
go.
that's netball.
That's netball in
Yeah.
South Australia,
9-1. Okay.
Well,
Adelaide, or National League.
National game, but yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Good on 'em.
All right, Hawley, we've, like I mentioned, we've only got a couple more weeks until we're on break.
Yeah.
And we do have something
Thank
where
God.
it's long, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm buggered. I didn't even prep for this episode. I was saying to Jim.
You've been playing so much.
I looked at it last night. I thought, you know what? Doss has got it covered.
It was actually a pretty low prep episode, to be
It was good.
To be
I
fair.
just did it then.
Yeah, I love that you reveal that on air. That's fantastic for everyone to hear.
I'll wing it.
Just put a
Anyway,
big beep that whole time.
But we do have something that we've been discussing, and we haven't figured out the details. I don't know how much I've foreshadowed with Doss, but this is
we haven't been discussing it. You've been pushing for it.
well, you were open to
My
it on the
expense.
first, not at your expense.
My
This is-
physical pain.
yes, maybe at your physical expense.
growth.
Physical growth. That's a good way to put it.
That's a good way to
Yeah,
put
personal development.
it. Yeah.
We want a story, a thread that we can follow next year, and you have been considering a comeback to sport, right?
I missed playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I said, forget the
Different
Australian
football.
game. Why don't we turn you, Christopher Hall, into a successful wide receiver in the local game of gridiron? Imagine if the Outback quarterback, Doss, had one of their star hosts, who is the star athlete on the podcast. What if we turned a 35-year-old man, what a story, from retired ex-pro footballer into local star American footballer? And if we set a challenge of once you score a touchdown,
I can
we're
finish
done.
up. That's fine.
like the golf challenge on Kurt and Jim,
Yeah.
Jimbo, where I have to break 50 by June 30, maybe by
Is
Christmas.
that what it is? Break
Yeah.
50 by June 30.
Yep. Maybe by Christmas, Hawley.
After
Could you score a
TD.
touchdown?
Yeah. Well, when does the season start, Doss?
Oh, they haven't announced it. It usually starts about October locally.
See, that's
What are
perfect,
we
right?
doing?
It'll be about 3 months. of-
October
So
through
if I
to
started
December. I
prepping
think.
in June, July, they probably start training in September.
Oh, it'll be earlier than that, I
Oh,
would
man,
say.
that's like
Probably August.
so. I've got like 2 months to get ready.
Yeah. But it's local. Like, I'm not sure how good the standard will be good
Local
and
golfers are
bad,
pretty
right?
good.
Hey?
Local golf courses are pretty tough. You're
It's
struggling.
very tough, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's more of a me problem than the golf course itself.
Look, I'm happy. What are we now? Middle of May. Give me a month
To get prepped or to
just
decide?
to see if I can get fit enough to get to a stage where I can have a crack at getting fitter.
Okay.
Does that
well,
work?
We will talk about it
Because
intensely in the break.
I'll,
think-
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Sitting here right now, my back, glute, and leg are all sore.
But this
they
is
all ache.
But this is the hero story. All of us, man, like 35, we've all got problems. A lot of guys listening to the pod, we feel that too, right? You are our hope. You are our great white hope that we could achieve something even though we are old and breaking down.
All right, find me some sponsors.
Well, this is the thing, Doss. So
There's
if this
also
happens,
quite a few listeners that play
correct,
and that are our age.
correct.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
they
how's
could
the
help
team?
us out. We could get a couple on
I
the
think
show
I'd
to
have
help
to
us.
commit to a team for the year.
Well, we could do that all on the show, Hawley. We could speak
some
to teams.
interviews.
I mean, that's content right there. We could see who's interested. There might not be a market for you.
Do the jersey reveal like the college,
Oh,
choosing your
yes,
college.
yes.
Have the three.
What a
We'll get the
pressure.
3 jerseys lined up in front. The Hogs, the Razorbacks now, the Adelaide Razorbacks.
Well, if we can get some of our listeners that play to send through, if you're a wide receiver,
Yep.
send through average, say 40-yard bench press, a couple of the stats for
Nice.
a wide receiver in our local league.
How
And then
fit do you have to be?
How fit do you need to be?
Yep.
And then I can judge where I'm at
Okay.
and hopefully beat you all.
And we're not disrespecting the local game by doing this. I mean, Hawley is, I would say, a gifted athlete, but we know there's a lot of
Highly.
work
I'd
ahead
probably
to get
say
to a
highly.
standard. Highly gifted?
Yeah.
I would say so too.
Natural,
Yeah,
Naturally.
God-given abilities.
that's right. We know, though, there's a lot of work, and this is why he's so unsure. So,
Very unsure.
yeah.
'Cause I know a car full. I'm not I'm more of like a long distance runner. I'm not some short impact kind of guy.
Okay.
And that's where the calves are really going
Yeah.
to struggle.
Just, I might as well point out at this juncture, Jimbo, our insurance does not cover Chris.
Well, you know what? I'll be able to train on your driveway.
Yeah,
the
man.
hill
Yeah.
sprints will
Push
be
the sled up there.
hill
Yep.
sprints will be unlimited. All right, if we get some stats through from some of our listeners, then I'll consider where I'm at, and then
All right.
we can talk about it. Again.
One thing I want you to put in your mind, just right now,
Fame and glory.
Yes,
Yep.
because I know that's how you operate. If you can have a moment when you are where you are the king, I want you to get that in your mind now. In fact, tell us, what does it feel like? What does it look like, this moment where you're triumphant? What have you got in your head
It
right
looks
now?
like me celebrating by myself because everyone thinks I'm an idiot and a loser for doing this just for a podcast.
Not a loser at all. Australia's number one
It
NFL
looks like me
podcast.
taking a 70-yarder for a TD and then walking off the field and saying, thanks, fellas, I'm done.
100%.
Regardless of
I want him as a red zone target, final play of the game.
Drops it.
Odell
Wow.
Beckham.
No,
Drops it.
I hope he doesn't drop it.
Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
Or it looks like me playing like
Runs the wrong route.
Yeah. Well, that's what will happen. I don't know routes. Like,
But
I know
this is the thing,
No,
man.
you'll be
it'll
fine.
take me 8 weeks to have like 4 receptions. I won't get near it and I'll be laughing.
But imagine what you could tell us on the show.
It would be pretty
It's
funny.
peak cinema.
Yeah, it's good for the show.
And
All right.
great for you too.
And for me too.
Yes.
At least the weather will
Maybe
be
not
nice.
so good for the South City Chiefs or whoever he sides with, but we'll see.
Well,
With either the Razorbacks, the UniSA Eagles, or the Port Adelaide Spartans.
Jeez, you got a range of options, Hawley.
So they're the three in Adelaide. So, I don't know.
Only
if the
3
Chiefs-
teams.
Yeah.
We've got to strengthen. Maybe we start an
we
expansion
could start a
franchise.
team.
All right, we'll do that next year.
No, we'll do it next year.
We've got strength of schedule. Let's get into that,
All right, let's do
Jimbo. I must admit, you're more nervous about that than I anticipated.
'Cause I feel pressure to do it now, and I know what's going to happen. If I commit to it, then I actually have to commit to it.
Is there any part of you that wants to do it?
Oh, there is. but
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
I need to trust my body first.
I
I
trust
don't
it.
trust it walking up the walking to the car in the morning.
All right, Dos. We've ribbed you about NBA. You've had to listen to me and Hawley talk about the lighter side of life, which I know you hate on the podcast. All right? So you've grinned and bared the
I
entertainment
have
aspect
no
of the
issue
show.
with talking about that.
So now let's get into the deep analysis.
Save me, I didn't have to talk too much. I could just ask a few questions.
Well, I wanted you to get pumped because this is where you shine. Strength of schedule.
I'm going to play my game while.
I've got some questions for you,
Can you
though,
let us
Hawley,
know how you
especially
go?
when we get into the fantasy impact stuff as I work my way through this.
I'll be ready for that.
So, obviously, the schedule was finally released after all of the leaks that
Hey.
come out, and then the schedule was released last Friday. And once that happens, then we see the full picture. We see where the bye weeks are. Everyone knows who they're going to play, but you don't know when you're going to play your opposition, and that's always where we like to look at things, Curtis. And then we also like to look at the rest disparity
Yes.
and the rest edges and how that sort of works. So, Bears fans, Bills fans, and Cowboys fans, biggest rest advantages for your teams next season.
So does rest factor in, is that just days between games or is that also
Everything,
travel?
mate. I've already asked him about this.
Nice.
So-
Factors in like stuff I didn't even know existed.
Wow.
It's
Food at facility,
it's not quite that.
coffee on hand.
Yeah. We're not going into facility stuff, but essentially it looks at, yes, the amount of rest advantage you have over your opponent in a given week.
Okay.
So if you're going Sunday to Sunday, well, then there's none. That just nulls itself out,
Okay.
right? So the Bears next year have got a plus 15-day rest advantage over their opponents. So they've got 5 games where they have a rest advantage. That's tied for the most. Now, what's interesting about the Bears is 4 out of those 5 are in the back end of the season, Kurt, second half of the season.
Okay, so that's handy.
So that is quite handy.
Dos, sorry to interrupt. I just have
Yep.
a question. Have we looked back, and I know this is without notice, I'm not expecting an answer now, but have we ever looked back and gone, hey, last year's strength of schedule was this, or rest disparity was favourable, and therefore this was the result?
Yep,
Have you got that for today?
I do.
Oh, what a
I did it
man.
last year
What
too.
a
We
man.
argued about it last year, right?
All right.
Did we? Okay, come on, Dos, lay it
so
on me.
last year, teams that had a rest edge of 8 days or more total over their opponents.
Yep.
The Seahawks, 14 games. The Rams, won 12 games. 49ers, won 12 games. The Lions, won 9. The Dolphins, won 7. And
4 out of 5 of those are good teams anyway, though.
But then you
well,
can argue, are they good teams because
they rested.
they get to rest?
San Francisco were also constantly injured.
Yes. Yeah, that's because of their facilities.
I think
right?
Oh, true.
The Bears are just a good rest schedule away from winning the Super Bowl.
Well, they might
oh,
be.
Jay, here we go.
That's
There's
a take. Put that in
there's
the
a
Put
take.
that in the sheet. Put that in the take sheet.
There's a take. Last year, teams that had net rest edge of minus 8 days.
Yep.
Down the bottom, and
Yep.
this was flagged early when we looked at it. The Raiders, well, they had the worst last year.
Bad team though.
Yeah, 1-3. And Commanders, 5, and the Saints.
Yeah.
So that were the three.
It doesn't really prove anything because they're good teams and bad teams
Would
mostly.
there be part of the NFL that looks at teams and thinks, they're better teams, they're going to be there at the end of the year, let's give them a couple extra days rest?
Ooh, I don't mind
Could
that
it be
theory.
that controversial?
I think it could be.
For a layman, who makes the schedule? Who's making the calls?
Oh, Mike North.
Mike North.
Mike North, the executive vice president, I believe, his title is of broadcast and scheduling. He's done a fantastic job again, Mike. Anytime you want to come on the pod.
How is Mike and the fam? How are they going?
I don't know how. I'm not
Coming over
sure,
for dinner.
but he's had he's done his media rounds now. He just has to worry about schedule flexing when it gets to about week 6 and where
Dream
he can
job,
start to
Josh?
move
I was going to
around.
ask that.
Dream job?
It'd be a cool job.
Would you
I would
take?
like to
Would
do
you
it.
prefer? And there's a serious question: commissioner or Mike North's job? What would you want to do?
Commissioner, because then he would put himself in charge of
You
Mike
do
North.
have
He'd
to.
fire Mike North
You
and
have
take
to
over.
report to the commissioner. I feel like Rog puts a few requests in,
Oh yeah, for sure.
which Mike has to accommodate for in his scheduling.
But do you want the extra pressure of all the other commissioner responsibility, or would you just rather just worry about the schedule?
I'd like the schedule.
Yeah, I thought you might. Although I can imagine you, Hawley, can't you imagine Doss on draft day hugging all the big boys as they come out for round where they get picked?
They'd pick me up and throw me like 30 meters.
No, you're built like John Kuhn, mate. They're not going to throw you anywhere.
It's kind of you to say that, but no, not some of those boys.
Was
that
he?
come up.
He was a former Chicago sports radio host. Doss, is that the same Mike North?
There we
I'm
go.
not
He's
sure
got it up on
what
screen.
I'm not sure what he. No, that's no, that's not him.
Oh man, there's two
No,
NFL.
on the
Mike
right
Norths.
there, is
That's
that
the-
bottom right is him.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, doesn't
I
he
was
have like
looking
a man bun or a
Yeah, he's
ponytail?
got
or
a
something?
ponytail. Mike North, yeah. Broadcast. I got his
at.
title
Type in
wrong.
type in his salary.
Vice President of Broadcast Planning. I said
Okay,
scheduling
okay.
and broadcasting.
Well, that's all right, Doss.
So
We'll forgive you,
apologies
mate.
to Mike on your LinkedIn profile.
All right, keep going on Mike's special work here. We might. Oh, he's too big a fish to get on the show, isn't he? Is he?
Oh, well, I'd love to try to find him.
I
To
say, I
reach
can't
out
even
to
find
him.
him on Google.
Did you see there was a
Yeah.
LinkedIn there?
Hey,
Jimbo, reactivate your LinkedIn Premium and get onto Mike North. That's what I
see
want.
if we
coordinator.
see if we can find him. Now, out of the Bears, so they've got the biggest rest advantage next year. That's awesome for them. They've never had that before.
Yep.
Since they've sort of been looking at this. Warren Sharp, by the way, puts a lot of this stuff together. You can go to his website and you can get right into the weeds if you really want.
Sharp analysis.
Sharp analysis does a great job. None of the other NFC North teams rank in the top 10 for rest differential, and the Bears sit at 1. Now the Bills second for the rest edge, plus 14. Now, interesting for the Bills, since 2020,
Yeah.
this is important, Kurt. Since 2020, they are 62-18 when they're not playing with a rest disadvantage. That is number 1 in the NFL.
what
over
are
that
they when
period.
they're playing with a rest disadvantage?
15-13, 54%.
Okay.
So they
that
go
does
from a
affect those
70,
Billy boys.
70%. Bills benefit a lot from it, and they got a good run this year.
Sounds like a
How many
mentally
games
soft
have
team.
they got a rest advantage there, Doss? Do you have that?
Yeah, I do. That's 5, Hawley. Now, these are the opponents, NFC, Keith. Ravens, they've got 7 days rest over the Ravens when they play them.
Yep.
The Chiefs, the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Broncos.
They'll be
All teams,
best case 4-1 then.
all teams that they're playing with a rest advantage over, and all teams that'll be fighting for
Okay.
playoff seeds. So just keep that in your back pocket for the Buffalo Bills next season. Now the worst teams that just got burnt, the Chargers. Your Chargers, Kurt. My Chargers. Minus 24 day
Whoa, that
That
seems
is- that is
huge.
rest edge.
That's a lot.
That is the largest since 2013 and the second largest since 2000 for rest
So
disparity.
sorry, what was Chicago again?
Plus 15.
So there's a 39-day rest
Swing.
difference
Month,
between the
month
two.
and a half.
That's delta.
Who are they pissed off? What
So
did they
the-
do to Northie?
So since 2020, the Chargers have only had one season where they've had a positive rest edge since the 2020 season. So
Have you got it by division? Like what division has the best rest?
I don't have it by division.
Because I wonder,
unfortunately.
do you reckon
Sorry.
there's Hawley? Do you reckon there's some subliminal favouring for NFC North and AFC North? Because Mike North's running the show, he just accidentally favours them every year.
Hates the South.
He does. Well, he's not, he
Hates
doesn't
the
hate
West
the
by
South.
the sounds of it.
Yeah.
That's
I
rough on
wonder
the
where
Chargers.
he's from. This would be interesting.
So here's this. How's this one, Hawley? So the Chargers play 4 teams coming off their bye weeks. The Chiefs in week 6, the Texans in week 9, the Patriots in week 12, and then they got the Raiders in week 14.
That's brutal.
That's really
Yeah.
rough.
That's like not fair.
And then they've got 2 opponents coming off mini buys, which is the Thursday night sort of scenario.
Thursday to
Kurt.
Sunday.
And that's the Bills and the Ravens.
Oh gosh. It seems like there should be some more checks and balances to restrict a schedule going this bad.
do you? Yes, and this is what Warren Sharp does call out in his analysis.
Hold
no.
on.
What have we got?
Mike North is from Chicago.
No. Is he really?
Is it him?
Yeah.
Oh, it might be him then.
Finally, they're in charts.
So as a Bears fan, he's
from
jumped on.
Chicago.
He's given him the
He grew up
advantage.
in the Chicago suburbs.
Wowzers.
Unbelievable.
Checking that AI overview there.
Well, that might
That's
be the
according to
broadcaster, Mike
According to
North.
AI, fellas.
Is that the broadcaster or the
No,
scheduler?
the NFL's vice president of broadcasting planning, who is widely known for creating the league's annual schedule. So I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Blown it up.
Yeah, so tough for the Chargers. From week 3 onwards, they've got the second toughest schedule in the league, fellas. They got 2 layups early. I think they got the Raiders and Cardinals their first 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Just to shut
Then
him up.
then it's brutal from there, and I put that on our Instagram along with a few others. Now, the other team that has a little tough run is the Philadelphia Eagles, Kurt. Minus 15
Oh,
days.
damn.
Yeah, your Eagles. Now, interesting for the Eagles. They've got their scenario from week 1 to week 9, their rest disparity is negative 22 days. So most
In a
of their,
9-week period.
yeah, and there's a bit of a reason behind that because they don't get a bye or a rest after they travel to London to play the Jags, whereas the Panthers are coming off a bye. So, mate, you might want to look at the Panthers to knock the Eagles off that week. But then from week, I think it was from week 10 or 11 onwards, they've got 4 games with a rest advantage. So it kind of evens itself out. But, yeah, brutal start to the season for the Philadelphia Eagles. There was just one other thing I wanted to mention on the Denver Broncos because they've got an interesting sort of little schedule here. Weeks through to, from week 1 through to week 8, they have got a raft of games all against playoff contenders. Hardest schedule up until week 8. Chiefs twice in that.
That's not that hard.
They play the AFC West, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks in that. Jags and Chargers. And then from week 8 onwards, they've got the easiest schedule. Okay. So Broncos, they can get, I think, to around that 3-3 or 4-3, Hawley, somewhere around that.
And they're home.
They're pretty favourable because they got the Raiders twice, the Dolphins back into the season.
They'll have to do it all
Steelers.
before week 15, though, because then they come up against
They
the
got a little
Bills, Patriots, and
Chargers to finish to end of the season.
That's a pretty tough run.
They got a tough little run there. Now,
I hope they fail miserably.
Now with the you would. Now with the bye weeks, there's fantasy impacts that we bring up. So we look at the weeks where there's a lot of teams out, potentially, and a lot of teams that have got big fantasy impacts out. So week 6 is looking at one here, Kurt. Bengals, Dolphins, Lions, and Vikings are all on, bye week.
Yep.
Break. So you're looking at the impacts there. You've got Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devon Achane, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Sam Laporta. So that's 1 week. So when you're sort of looking at your drafting your team and putting your team together for those in redraft league, just be aware of some of that,
Hawley,
some of those weeks.
Do you let that dictate your draft at all, or do you go, I have to look at the whole season? It's more important to build a quality roster over worry about 1 week.
I've tried different ways throughout my NFL fantasy career.
A very successful career, I must say.
Very successful. I've occasionally tried to draft players that would all have bye on the same week. So then you just give up on that week, but everything else is strong.
Oh, yeah.
The other way to do it is draft players who have a bye later in the year. And then once a player has already had their bye, you trade your player out. So let's say Jahmyr Gibbs has had a bye earlier in the season. Bijan Robinson is having a bye later in the season. Then after Gibbs's bye, say 2 or 3 weeks later, trade Robinson for Gibbs, and you don't lose someone on a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way to look at it. But I think the most important thing to look at when you're drafting a fantasy team are your week 14, 15, 16 schedules, because that's playoffs. And if they've got an easy run 14, 15, 16, then that's probably where you want to you go with your draft.
I like that.
So week 11 is probably the next big one. And it's the last one I'm going to mention here. Browns, Falcons, Packers, Patriots, Rams, and Seahawks. So you're getting into the back end of the fantasy season here, Hawley.
Well, the important one, Dos, is actually week 14 because there are a few leagues that run 3-week playoff series in the NFL.
That's Cardinals
in
and
the fantasy.
Cowboys in that.
So first week of your playoffs, there are teams on buys.
Yeah.
Is that right? I thought playoffs started 15.
But you can
16,
run. So I'm in a league where you run a 3-week playoff series.
Aren't most 3 weeks?
15, 16, aren't they?
Oh, I thought they were. You're right. Well, if that's the
ours
case,
is 3 weeks.
yeah, normal is 3 weeks.
Is
isn't
it
it?
usually 15, 16?
I
It's
have
not
heard
week
of some
17,
leagues who
is
do
it?
start. Yeah, they're 17 because 18 they don't do.
Yeah,
Of course. Sorry. Yeah.
But you know what? I have
17
actually
games.
heard of
Yeah.
the odd league who does
It
start
happened
in
to
week,
Quag a couple of years ago.
which is
Yeah.
just mismanagement from the
Well,
league.
Quag quit the league because of it.
That's woeful.
And fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a terribly run
So
league.
we might run a 4. We might run
Yeah.
a 4-weeker. Sorry.
Here you go,
Yeah.
Russ.
No, I just wanted to mention that was the last one. So
Nice.
there was some other ones there, some other different quirks of the schedule which we can come up with. But essentially, they're the teams that were impacted most with the schedule release. Those 4 teams.
Good job, Dos. I feel far more informed on that now. That was a good summary.
Especially for our punting. Oh, really? You got to load up on the Chargers under now. We should have done
Yeah,
our
I've
over
had
and
a bit of
unders
yeah, I know.
in the next couple of weeks, not the previous couple.
Oh, well, that's a note for next year. Write that down, Jimbo.
Wait till the schedule gets released.
Don't worry about it. We'll forget it anyway. Aaron Rodgers is back at the Steelers, and we're going to have a look at what the ceiling or the floor is of that team. Let's go. All right. He's back, boys. He is back. It was always going to happen, Dos.
Yep.
For some reason, there was a delay around that. It's always a little more complicated with Aaron Rodgers than it needs to be these days. 1 year contract, which it was always going to be, but 22 million or 15 million? The NFL reported 22. Spot Rack has it at 15, Dos. I can't find the answer.
Oh, I thought it was up to
25.
I thought it was up to 25, but that's with incentives.
That's what the NFL reported. They said
Yeah.
22 guaranteed, up to 25 million with incentives. But Spot Rack, which is normally spot on,
It is.
said 15 as of last night. So I don't know.
Let me have a look.
What
Was there
to
some
believe?
random guaranteed?
Let me have a
maybe.
look.
Maybe. But he's back with Mike McCarthy for the first time since 2018. They
So
were
it's
at Green Bay
15.
together. So, yeah, it's a mystery there, Dos. I don't know what that contract is. Either way, money aside, he is back for 1 more year. Dos, do you think that last year, so it's been 3 years since he left the pack, Aaron Rodgers, do you think that last year was his...
It's 4 years now, isn't it?
well,
Two with the Jets, one with the Steelers last year.
Yeah,
and then this will be the 4th year.
I'm saying he's played 3 seasons since he left.
Yeah.
So obviously the first one was a wipeout because of the
Yep.
Achilles. Second one was his second with the Jets. And the third one was last year with the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think last year was better than his second Jets year? Like, did he improve going from the Jets to the Steelers? Statistically, you could say, yes, he turned the ball over less. But was it pretty much the same output that we got from Jets to Steelers with A-Rod?
Pretty much. I remember a couple of games last year that I really enjoyed from Aaron Rodgers. One was the Baltimore game, by memory, where he played really well. And then the shootout against Joe Flacco and the
Yes.
Cleveland one. That was cinema.
Like it was 2010.
Yeah, that was good. But outside of that, man, it was it wasn't great quarterback play.
Statistically, you look at his year, and if you just sat here and looked at it, and you think, all right, 10-6,
You would think he was really solid.
success.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I guess
24.
he was solid at times, but there was just not much spark, right? And I guess that's what we're trying to figure out. At 43, turns 43 in December. How good can it go for the Steelers? And conversely, how bad can it go? Is this a team that can actually catch fire, or are we delusional to think that Rodgers can still produce that? Or is this a team that could actually go 3-14 even with him at the helm? Like what happens, Hawley?
It felt like last year was his ceiling. Like,
You think that's as good as it
well,
can get now? 10-6?
Again, like I said, statistically, you look at 10-6, 24
11
and
and 6.
7. You kind of think, man, is that as good as he is now? Which is still, for a normal quarterback, you take that.
Mm.
But you think, well, Aaron Rodgers, is he here just so that we make the first round of playoffs again and then we bomb out? Or
But that can't be the
That's
ambition
exactly
anymore.
that's exactly the ambition for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's exactly why they've rolled with him again.
But aren't we?
Just to
Haven't we
kind
got a
of-
new phase here? I mean, Mike's not there. Tomlin's not.
Or does
there
Mike,
anymore?
or
Yeah,
does
but-
Mike want success? Is this? Well, I guess that's the question you're asking, isn't it, Kurt? Is this roster good enough with Aaron Rodgers to go further than week 1 of the playoffs and actually have a crack? Or is it worth Mike saying, no, get rid of Aaron, let's trade out some assets and start all over again, and I'll see you in 4 years?
But is it even a playoff team, Dos?
I think with them rolling with Aaron Rodgers, I think I said this last week. I think their ceiling is probably 10 wins, and their floor is probably 8.
It's that narrow, is it?
Yeah. I actually like the overall roster construction and what they've put together in Pittsburgh. I just don't see, I think I mentioned it last week, I just don't understand the vision. Like, I don't understand it feels like the hiring of Mike McCarthy was just Mike Tomlin, but now on the offensive side of the ball. Like, it doesn't feel new and exciting bringing back Mike McCarthy. And Mike McCarthy did a good job with some Dallas teams that I wouldn't have thought were all that great, but he took them to the playoffs 3 years in a row. When they got there, they got smashed. Well,
Yep.
two out of three of them, they got touched up pretty well. But it just feels very similar. It doesn't give me a sense that this is a new or exciting direction with the Steelers. And that's where I sort of go, they're probably going to be around that, just fall into the playoffs, get bounced out. And I say just fall in because I think there's enough talent on both sides of the ball that they get in. But I think it's we just sneak in, we just make it in, and then we get tipped out because we're not a contender.
But what about the McCarthy-Rodgers connection? Is there something there that can be unlocked from the glory days at the Packers? I mean, it wasn't perfect as McCarthy exited, obviously, because you don't leave a job like that if things are going great with your quarterback. Is there something there that they can conjure up together like the good old days?
I think there definitely is. There has to be. They've got that history together. They're going to work well together. They'll know each other's playing and coaching style. Like,
I mean, you know how important it is to work with a coach.
It's not just a fresh start with a new coach.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why they were so keen to get Rodgers back, because if they brought in, or if they started with Mason Rudolph, for example, he learns Mike McCarthy's system. They have to get to know each other.
Yep.
All their little, all those little things that you can't just, they don't just click. Whereas Aaron Rodgers is going to walk in and say, "Yeah, Mike." Mike's going to say, "Hey, Aaron, let's do this." That's what it will be.
Little role play there.
Yeah, it'll just be back to normal. And like, you have a look at the screen. They did grab a cut. Like, Rico isn't too bad. Michael Pittman will help a little bit. There's a couple of little pieces on offense that they've just chucked in there that are guys that you look at halfway through the year and think, "Oh, Pittman's actually had a good year." Or Dowdle's actually ranked 11th for like RBs this year. Whereas last year it was, I think the ceiling overall was quite low, and Aaron probably got the most out of it. Whereas now I'm looking at the roster and I think maybe the ceiling's a little higher for the roster, but Aaron's ceiling is it's as high as what he can do last year.
All right, well, this is the test then. We've all sort of agreed we think they're an 8-9-ish win team, 8 to 10, right?
Which so does Vegas at
Sure.
a line of 8.5.
Sure, that's right.
there you go.
That we talked about that last week. But if you had to choose, are they a 14-win team or a 4-win team? What are you rolling with?
I'll go with 4 over 14.
Dos?
Yeah, they're nowhere near a 14-win team.
Yeah, but they're not anywhere near a 4-win
No,
team,
well,
are they?
all right.
Well, that's why
but-
it's a stupid question, isn't it?
No, but I'm saying
Yeah,
if you
that's
have,
two
if
things
you have
that
to pick your extreme, if you think it could
4.
go really badly or really well, you think more likely really badly.
Whilst I said some guys like Rico and Michael Pittman and DK's there, and Paddy Frymouth hasn't shown a lot the last couple of years, their ceilings could all go bang.
Yeah.
DK could catch fire this year. We've been waiting for him to catch fire. He could catch fire, or he could just go back to normal and he could be shit.
Well, this is the
Or
point I'm
Michael
trying to
Pittman
make.
could have 400 yards. Dowdle could get injured, and Jalen Warren doesn't have a good year, and they could win 4 games.
It's more likely they bottom out.
I think so. But there is a ceiling within the roster to grab 10, 11, 12 wins.
Okay.
Certainly not 14 wins. Now, here's an interesting one for you. Baker Mayfield is in the last year of his contract.
Yeah.
With Tampa Bay. If you're Pittsburgh,
Yes.
do you have a look at Baker Mayfield?
Absolutely, you do.
Now,
I think
if
Tampa will sign him up before that becomes an
well,
issue.
I mean, Tampa are an interesting scenario because, I mean, I don't know how Todd Bowles retained his job, to be quite honest. And there's a case where they look to potentially move on from Todd Bowles, and there could be a case where they don't see Baker Mayfield as their long-term quarterback in Tampa. Maybe. I'm just throwing out some hypotheticals here. And is there a team like Pittsburgh that we know historically don't like to rebuild, bottom out, whatever you want to call it, and they like to keep things steady and consistent as they have done for a long period of time? Do you then look at Baker Mayfield as your option for 2027? And would that then, now if you had Baker Mayfield as the starting quarterback for this year for this Steelers, then I've got them
12, 13?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the market, if Mayfield hits it, will be very hot. Very, very hot. There'll be so many teams that want it.
I think it's a bad year for it because next year's draft is
Oh, true. Yeah, true.
riddled with QBs.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're around where Pittsburgh are probably going to end up, which is probably going to be,
they'll miss
let's
out
call
on
it like somewhere around pick 20.
Yeah, Baker's your
You're
best
sort
option.
of not. I mean, you can get. I mean, we've seen quarterbacks drafted in the 20s before, but the chances are obviously start to
It's a good point actually because
reduce.
none of us are talking as like they're massive playoff winners. So they'll probably end up around that pick 20 because they'll get close to it. But then Aaron probably retires and they're left with no quarterback. So it almost feels like a bridge year before Rodgers leaves.
It
But
does.
a semi-successful one. So it sounds pointless, doesn't it?
It's the Steelers of the last, 10 years? Again.
So true.
Really,
Again.
since Roethlisberger's retired, and even the back end of Roethlisberger wasn't great the last, 2-3 seasons.
He was a
of
statue
that.
by the end, wasn't he?
Yeah, like he was really struggling. They went for some rookies that didn't work out. The Kenny Pickett situation didn't work out. Then they've sort of rolling with these retread veteran quarterbacks to try and keep things going, and it hasn't. I mean, yeah, it's you would have played off
10-6.
you would have-
whatever
yeah,
they were
you-
last year.
you-
Or Aaron Rodgers was.
Yeah, they were. They were 10-7 last
Yeah.
season. So defensively, I think they're a really good team. I like their additions. I like Jamal Dean. I like Jaquan Brisker, who they've added. I like that. The offensive line is pretty solid. They're probably a top 10 offensive line in the league. Like there's some good pieces, and the overall roster construction I can get around. To me, it's just the quarterback, and it's hard for me because watching Aaron Rodgers from when I was a kid going all the way through it, and to see him how he's played really since he's left Green Bay, it's been tough to sort of watch.
Has been
when
a bit of a-
when you've seen so much good from Aaron Rodgers, and it's
Bit of a fizzle out.
and then you start to, and this is not just for Aaron Rodgers, but for other athletes, you start to remember them. You forget what their prime and their peak look like, and because this is more recent, and it's not really until they retire and then you go back and then start to remember them. Because if people start talking about Aaron Rodgers now, like to me, he's a top 5 quarterback all time, no question about it.
This is the Ronaldo discussion we've been having with his last year or two in Saudi. It's like, it doesn't finish with the sheen that it deserves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get that, though. So that's why I asked the question, because Rodgers is such an intriguing prospect at the moment. Okay, we've got one more thing today, and that is the games we can't wait for out of this schedule. Let's go. All right, boys. There's a missed opportunity. I know Northie does a great job, but I tell you, this is the Steelers' preseason games. They play
Preseason.
Yeah. Listen to the matchups they've wasted in preseason. They have them playing the Jets, so the Rodgers was there. There's always some intrigue. They also have them playing the Packers, so they could have had McCarthy and Rodgers in regular season.
Well, we had Steelers played Green Bay last year.
Yeah, but now
was
McCarthy's there
McCarthy.
too. So
Yeah,
McCarthy
but you
and
can't-
Rodgers
That is a
versus
weird
Green Bay.
preseason.
Why would you waste that in preseason? I don't like that.
Well, you can only play they don't get to pick who they play. Like it's
Well, they
determined in
should.
advance because of where you finish in your division.
Isn't it Mike's job to pick who each team plays
No,
against?
because it rotates because of how the divisions
What, so he
roll
does-
out, and then
he
based
has no
on
job
the
then?
position. No, that
He
is
just
not.
clicks a randomizer every year.
Really?
Mike,
So
I'm
really,
backing you. You've
AI.
done a great job, Mike. And
I could do it.
I'm gonna no. Well, they use computer simulation for it because they have to put
He
in a number
probably
of
does
things.
every year now. Just types in 26-27 NFL schedule. Here you go, Rog. What do you think? Yeah, I like it, mate. That's good.
I tell you
Did
what,
it again, love.
what Mike has done is he's avoided teams playing the 3 games in 10 days.
Oh, good on you, Mike.
2 years ago, 7
Oh.
teams copped it.
Sorry, AI. No teams with 3 games in 10 days.
No, because teams hate that.
They do indeed. They do indeed. All right. Speaking of things we love, though, this is all about what we love, boys.
Jim smiled at that.
What?
I just felt like he smiled at it. He was thinking something dirty.
You're on Jim euphemism watch constantly now because you can see
Yeah.
him. You got a direct line of sight to Jimbo. You see his
He's got a
reactions.
dirty mind.
I don't
so-
see any of these games that we love. I'll tell you the first one I'm really looking forward to, boys, and you guys might have it as well because I think every NFL fan is looking forward to the first Bills game at the new stadium.
Oh, I did have that.
high mark.
Detroit at Buffalo.
Oh, really?
Wowzers! Week 2, TNF DOS.
Al and Herbie.
Yeah, you're
Let's go,
excited.
Al.
They finally get a good game.
Yeah, they got a
And-
good run this year.
They do. Lions at Bills, 2 great offenses, 2 attacking teams, 2 just intriguing units, the Bills and the Lions, and it's a great way to kick off the new life.
Well, the
at
Bills are
Highmark.
coming off a road trip here to Houston in week 1.
Well, I had a note here. They'll be 0-1 going into that, so I think that.
So
And the Lions have the Saints, so they'll probably be 1-0. So it's already an important game.
So they're coming in playing against Houston, which will be a boring, no point affair, into what could be
Is
the
it defensive?
high scoring game in the history of the NFL.
Well, it could be if things get let loose. Imagine that 80-60 at the Highmark to
the
start
new
it
Highmark.
off.
Scoring 13 points a week before.
stadium looks awesome too.
I haven't
Like,
had a
looks
good look at the
so
stadium.
cool. There's been a few of the Buffalo pages that follow on Instagram have done like tours and stuff
Oh, yeah.
through it. Looks
Can you get the
fantastic.
Highmark Stadium up there, Jimbo,
Get
while,
that up, James.
while we're chatting?
Disappointing the old Orchard, but I love the fact that there's no roof on it though.
Yeah, keep the weather. That was one thing you were worried
I think
about,
there's a
wasn't
bit
it?
more over seating,
Okay.
but not the
Well, that makes sense.
field, which
Yeah.
is fine because
Don't want to get soaked for no reason.
people out there, well, they used to get the volunteers out shoveling snow.
Which one are we looking at here, Doss? Is that? Oh yeah,
There it is.
that was an impressive.
For those on
Cool photo.
for those on YouTube,
impressive,
you can see
prospect.
that. For those on Spotify, sorry.
Yeah, well, I like
So-
that. Yeah, you're right. Keep some open air stadiums. Like the
Yeah.
Kansas City moving to a dome is depressing news. I don't like that, but the Highmark we're looking forward to. Hawley, what's a game you're looking forward to, mate?
I'll introduce it for Doss because it's actually just the Thanksgiving triple header. And I know Doss wants to talk about Green Bay v. the Rams, so we'll let him do that.
Well, that's on Thanksgiving Eve. Yep.
But, yeah. Cowboys v. Eagles, Bills versus Chiefs, Packers v. Rams. Like, that is maybe...
Well, you forgot Bears at Lions, mate. That's on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, Thanksgiving,
That's the big
that one
one.
as well. The Thanksgiving little
It's an
schedule
enormous
is
slate.
unbelievable this year.
It's normally good, but that sounds like the best ever.
It sounds friggin'... But just Bills Chiefs gets me so excited.
It still does,
Yeah, it does.
even though the Chiefs aren't the powerhouse they were.
Paddy's still powerhouse. He's
Still
fine.
Josh versus
Yeah.
Paddy, isn't it?
If it's Josh versus Paddy, it's going to be close. It's going to be a blockbuster.
There's a lot of history there too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, I like that.
That's the NBC game, and that's traditionally been the last 5 or 6 years the CBS game with Nance and Romo. So they're a
Ooh.
bit disappointed to lose that game to NBC.
Oh, yeah. So what day does that fall on for us? Remind me.
That's a Friday for us.
Friday for us. Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
So we'll get the triple header on Friday. And then the Thursday is the Thanksgiving Eve game, Packers at Rams, which first
Wonderful.
ever. Little test for Mike North and the broadcast schedule. They want to see if they can make that work.
It's the Mike North heavy episode.
It is. Well, that's what
It's time to shine.
That's what they're doing it for. Because normally this game would be on either on a Sunday or early, like a normal slate game.
Yeah.
So, and this is the interesting thing about the schedule this season. Because of how good Monday night football is and Sunday night football and all of these, like the Thanksgiving Eve games, the international games, and a lot of them are really good matchups. This year that the international set looks like the best we've ever seen it by way of matchups. It's then diluted the 1 o'clock early and the 4 o'clock late slate games.
Yep.
There's just, you know, you go and have a look and there's 5 teams who we didn't expect to play prime time, but this year that aren't going to get a prime time game. So they've gone really heavy in the marquee matchups in prime time this
I
year.
like it.
Which
So
is,
they should.
Which yes, which
Yeah.
is, but it means we don't see teams like the Raiders and Jets that feel like we're always on prime time the last few years, just dishing up garbage.
And equally, we don't have a great Bills game wasted at 3:30 our time. On
Correct.
Yeah. on a
Correct. But yeah, Thanksgiving Eve, I mean, Love versus Stafford at SoFi, Sean McVay up against Matt LaFleur. I mean, it's a Netflix game. So that's the first, as part of it as well. But it just feels like it's a playoff preview, that one.
Yep.
It just two teams are going to be there at the pointy end of the season, meeting in late November. Yeah, I can't wait for that game.
I tell you what, I can't wait for. Now, this may sound random, but stick with my logic. Week 11, Bengals at Commanders. Okay, that's a random matchup to be excited. Why am I excited for that, boys? Any ideas, Doss? This is a hard one. This is a
Is it a
You don't have
prime?
much on that weekend.
Is that a prime time?
Reebok sale finally over.
Reebok sale?
No, it's not a prime time. Oh, it might be. No, I think it is a prime time.
I think that's a Sunday night game.
yeah,
is
you're
it
right.
not?
How was that from memory?
He's just had a look.
No, where
Oh,
have I
no,
had a
he
look?
knows. He knows.
That was ridiculous.
This is Jaden
That was
Daniels.
before he looked at his notes. No, you won't get it. It's the day after the last of 9 international games this year. The last one being in Mexico. So from Monday Night Football onwards, which is, yeah, you're right, that's the Bengals at Commanders, in Week 11, we can actually resume normal NFL scheduling. There's none of these International games that ruin what we're trying to watch. It's at 1 o'clock because it's in London. It's at 3 o'clock because it's in Brazil. Forget it. I want to know when the games are. I want our normal schedule to resume. I actually am growing to despise this whole international concept. The Australia games stressed me out. I know it's good for people to go and see it, but it's been stressful for us to try and figure it out. I don't like them. I want normal games of American football played in America. So from week 11 onwards, Monday night, we get a normal season back.
Traditionalist. I like just the normal time slots, but I really do love the Melbourne game because it means we get to go to an NFL
Of course,
game.
it makes sense. And
So-
I'll drop my negativity when we get there.
And it's a good matchup because I've got that's one of my games I'm looking forward to
I know.
because we're going to a live NFL game together.
Of course. And I don't mean to be
going to be
overly
awesome.
negative about it. The logistics are just stressed me out.
It is tough. Yeah.
Go on. Let's bring some positivity to the Melbourne game.
Oh, mate. Well, we're going to see a heap of Outback quarterback fans to start with.
That's gonna be
I
great.
Imagine.
Yep.
Hopefully, a couple of beers with them. We haven't been to a game together before, and the only opportunity
true.
The only opportunity we really get is in America.
For our 40th in Vegas.
For our 40th in Vegas. Yeah, and I've already been to that stadium. So this of the G is going to be awesome. I'm not sure how they're going to set the field up yet. We've spoken about that before. But either way, I don't think it's really going to matter. Like the atmosphere,
It'll be
the
great.
crowd.
It'll be a party.
There's going to be 100,000 people there. It's a Super Bowl atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like genuine Super Bowl atmosphere. So it's going to be bloody exciting, Kurt. And there's no way that anyone in Australia is not looking forward to that game.
Except me.
Except for Kurt.
No. When I bag the international games, that's every game but Australia. Of course, I'm happy there's a game coming.
Obviously.
Of course,
You'd normally be up for the Munich game. You like the
the Deutsches, yes, the
Yes.
homeland.
The Deutsches.
Yeah. All right,
Which
Dos,
is-
finish this off. What's your last one?
I've got two more actually.
Oh,
You go.
Bully.
No, you
keep
go.
going.
Two Patriots games, obviously.
Yep.
Opening
week
game of
one.
the year, Super Bowl rematch, Lumen Field.
Oh, and one.
The Pats, their first 4 weeks are the toughest in history. I think they start off with.
Dos questionable. He's
All
unhappy with
right,
that call.
talk to me.
So
Tell me.
I
Not
just
according
read-
to
I
the
just-
data,
I
Chris.
had a
Tell
little-
me. Tell me.
Well,
Talk to me.
I need to find that, but I think they start off their opposition. It's like an average winning percentage of 0.76 or something.
You'd make a great journalist, Chris. Just throwing stuff out, see what sticks.
76% or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Have a look
Hold
at
on.
that, Dos.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Get onto that for me.
I am now.
Well, Dos would be working for me and confirming everything and be a tap on the shoulder. That's incorrect, mate. Let's go again.
Yeah.
Or I'd have to be on like 30 seconds
So-
delay.
He's your speech
Your
writer.
first 4 weeks, you got three games away, which is tough. So Seahawks away, tough. Steelers at home, then Jags away, Bills away.
So what was their winning percentage last year? The
Well,
combined.
even without, I mean, you can look at their projected wins. I mean, those
Well, I
teams
think
are all
combined
projected with
winning
10 games.
percentage from the previous year was the toughest first 4 games in history.
Yeah, I mean, it
Oh,
could
here we
be.
go. It is right here.
Yeah.
The first 4 opponents have a combined strength of schedule of 0.721, which is the highest any team has faced in the first 4 weeks in 40 years.
Yeah. I mean, looking at that, it is tough.
So I was kind of correct.
So
And
it wasn't win percentage, it was strength of schedule.
No, and it was right in front of me the whole time on the article I was reading.
Didn't mention the next month, though.
That's all right. Well, first
But yeah,
first
Well,
four
that's
weeks.
why I'm
fine.
looking forward to week 1 because if we get off to a 1-0 start, huge.
Yep.
If you go 0-1, then the next 3 weeks are extraordinarily difficult. And it's the first game of the season. It's bloody exciting and it's a Super Bowl rematch. The other game I'm looking forward to is the Patriots' last game of the season, which is the Super Bowl. Now, that obviously is going to be another massive day for the crew.
Yeah.
And hopefully this year it's a win for the Patriots.
I like that.
I thought you'd be
Suburban
looking
brew.
forward to your Week 18 game against Miami at home.
Oh,
Little
well,
lay up with the Dolphins trying to get pick 1.
that'll be a backups game, that game.
Correct.
We'll be sitting top of the table by then.
Oh, yeah. Took you under.
Dos, you got any more? Or is that's your list?
I am actually looking forward to the Green Bay going to New England in Week 9.
Ooh.
So
What's the time slot on that? That might be a
that's
watch
a
along.
4. No, it's a 4. At the moment, it's a 4 o'clock game. I'm pretty sure.
As in 4 a.m. our time.
Oh, sorry, it's the late slate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So what time will that?
Unless that's a public holiday, that's probably not a watch along.
Yeah.
Mm.
Otherwise, it could. We'll have to.
I might have a
might
day
be
off.
around the October. No, it won't be around Labor Day weekend, unfortunately. But that's going to be
It's
a
a
fun
good one.
one. Yeah.
All right, boys. Good show. Good show. Strength of schedule.
That's it.
Yeah. There's only one way that
Gotta
we finish it.
Oh,
Hawley.
God. Hold on.
Oh, no.
I did find them.
Oh, he's got the joke of the week. Dos, what's the
Oh,
emoji
come
while
on.
he's
Give me a,
while he's
don't
teeing that
go
up?
so quickly on me.
No,
Where'd
keep
my
going,
joke?
mate.
I've got it.
Rack up
I've
the
got it.
pressure.
I found a joke, a golf joke for you
Oh,
because you're a joke of a golfer. That was mean. I'm sorry.
no,
You're
it's
not.
true. I am.
What are you hitting off at the moment?
Like 4 and a bit, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that.
She's not quite in the same league at the moment.
What is...
How you going with your golf, Dos?
As whatever it is you don't play at. I don't even have a club.
What is a golfer's worst nightmare? The bogeyman.
Okay, that's
It's like,
Kurt's
the,
worst
it's like the
nightmare.
boogeyman. Or Kurt's is like the quadruple bogeyman. 4 of them coming at you at once.
what's Kurt's worst nightmare? Having to hit a ball.
Having to play golf. And now he has to keep playing because it's on his podcast.
And he's paid a lot of money to join this damn club.
It is fun. You get
No, it's good. I am actually enjoying it despite my form.
Are you trying to, liven up the social club there at your golf club and
Not
just
yet.
sort of the face of it?
I've only played by myself so far. I'm too nervous to play with others.
Oh, you've just been playing on your own. I wondered who you've been playing with.
I've just been booking in like basically unwanted slots. There's only a couple every day that no one's really in for, and I just put myself down for 9 and
And have you been
about
handing
1
in
o'clock.
your card?
No.
No, because you're not allowed to. You have to play with somebody else to hand
Yeah,
your
correct.
cards
Yeah,
in.
yeah, I'm not-
Or
yeah.
someone's just to sign off on it.
Yeah, but my neighbour's a member, so we'll play.
Yeah, cool. I'll come play with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Well, no. I have to
Crack out the
work.
Reeboks and let's
That's
go.
right. That's right. You know what is this? This is how I hate the internet. Well, I love the internet, but I hate it because I was on one of these NFL websites, and on the side it came up with these Reebok sales advertising the
Did
big
it
sale.
really?
Yeah, 31%. And one of your pairs of shoes popped up.
Dude, you got to turn off the listeners in your.
You did Google it the other day, though, to be fair, last week.
Oh,
we
did
spoke
you?
about it.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
Google it
So
the other day.
let's,
All right, Dos, what's the emoji?
Still.
What are we leaving in the comments on YouTube and Spotify?
No, Kurt, let's just,
A shoe for Kurt's Reeboks.
A compass for Mike North. Is there a compass? An arrow pointing up?
I don't know if there's a compass. I like the shoes for the Reebok, though.
Okay.
we can put
well,
some
I think we
shoes
should
in there.
remind Finch Collective is the sponsor of this episode.
And Hall painting epoxy floors.
Oh, you can now do epoxy. Yes, we'll get to that. Hang on. Just hold on.
Still haven't had a call.
Finch Collective Outback 10 is the code. Make sure you get around them. Hoodies, hats, shirts, tracksuits. Yeah, you got the epoxy machine last week.
I bought one last week. Yeah,
you rocked
picked it
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about it. Oh, that because we did a night episode last week, didn't we?
We did.
So who's the guinea pig?
One of my mates lives in Woodville.
Nice.
I'll be testing on his floor.
Does he know yet? Or?
Yeah, he's keen.
Just rock up.
He's keen. I need a few testers. So.
Aren't you doing your own garage?
No, I already did it. I did a dodgy job where I didn't grind the floor. I just needed to get it done.
Holly's epoxy flooring.
No, I just needed. I had to quickly paint it for Nugget's wedding. I didn't have time.
Oh,
or the
that's
gear.
right. Yeah.
Now, I'm just looking up. I know we're wrapping up the show, but I've looked up Hall Painting and Building
On Instagram? No,
on
I don't
the
have
internet.
Just
I
Google
don't have
it.
a website.
You don't.
I changed my business name.
What is it now?
It's just Hall Painting now. There won't be anything.
You only do
online.
hallways.
Yeah, you got to get someone else for the rest of the house.
It's pretty funny. It wasn't funny at all. It's my livelihood, guys, and you're paying me out. Do I make fun of your
heritage is like-
podcast?
Womack's joke of the week.
Constantly. All you do is say that I do nothing all day.
Well,
golf.
you want to play golf today? It's Tuesday.
It's content.
It's even Ladies' Day.
I'm not. No, that's Wednesday at our club.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we do things differently out here.
Don't
mate.
you ever? Yeah, that's interesting.
No, I can't play. I'm too busy today. I can't play. Sorry, mate. We'll have to rain check that. My point is, you look up Hall Painting. Your rebrand is worse because Hall Painting and Building, at least that would sort of bring up the business. Now, when you Google Hall Painting, it literally tells you how to decorate your hallway. So you really have to
Oh,
differentiate
I've
this
never
stuff
needed
out.
to really advertise before. It's always been quite busy. But now I've brought in a new little sector to my business. I'm not sure how to find work for it.
Hall Epoxies. Let us know. DM us Outback QB Podcast on Insta if you want your
Cool. Hallpox.
Hall.
Good way to turn even more people away.
All right, that's the show. Great show. We'll see you all next week. We've got the dinner party. We can't
Ooh.
wait. Get those controversial guests rolling, and I'll
Are
get
we
my.
doing a morning dinner party?
No, I think we'll try and do it in the evening. That
Cool.
makes
So I
more
got
sense.
bowling on Tuesday nights, remember?
Oh, what'd you roll this week?
I had one good game. It was like 185.
Okay,
The
nice.
other two were like 140s.
That's all right. You're getting there.
I had a dream about it last night, actually.
All right, save it. Save it for next week.
All right, see you, fellas.
Bye, guys.
I actually did.